light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go, 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 go!
Hey everyone, my name's Aaron and welcome to the 5 Red Lights. Today we are going through the June Driver of the Month vote, if I can get my words out. But before we kick off with the top 3 drivers you voted for the month of June, first of all, I'm wearing a lovely 5 Red Lights t-shirt. I will leave a link below in the description. Check them out with T-Mill. Very sensibly priced, very nicely materialed, and the artwork is as part of the actual fabric itself. So I'm very happy with that. So feel free to check those out and purchase one if you so wish. The support would be massively appreciated. So the month of June, it contained 3 races: Azerbaijan, France and Styria. And amazingly, France wasn't the worst race at Paul Ricard. It might just have been the Styrian Grand Prix, which was slightly on the dull side. But Azerbaijan and the French Grand Prix had plenty of excitement to keep us entertained through the month of June. And then it was over to you guys to vote for your top drivers. So let's see how the voting went. So before I reveal who finished in third place, a few stats from this month's vote. There were 15 votes from 11 different voters. So thank you so much to those of you who did vote. I really appreciate it. And hopefully in the coming months, we can turn this into something really cool, something for everyone to participate in, and something we can all be proud of together. 7 different drivers received votes, which is actually a high so far from the first 3 installments of this, I say award, but who knows what it is. How much does it really mean? It means a lot to me, I know that much. And there were 4 drivers who were actually equal with another driver. So first and third were tied, which was pretty interesting. So let's see who got what in terms of the voting, which will be revealed fully at the end. But let's see who finished in third place. So we'll start with our third place man, which is Sergio Perez. Now, Sergio, he actually tied with George Russell. They both received 2 votes each. But Sergio, the way I break it down for him, he finishes ahead of George because he scored more points over the course of the month. And of course, he kicked off the month of June with that incredible win at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where his teammate Max Verstappen was very unlucky with the tyre failure, and Red Bull just had the better car on the day, on race day. Charles Leclerc had taken pole, a stunning pole position. Lewis Hamilton had taken an early lead, but neither of those could hang on, and Sergio was the man who profited from everybody else's failings, especially after Lewis Hamilton touched the magic brake button and went straight on at the restart. Sergio's other results, of course, he got the P1 in Azerbaijan, but he got third place in the French Grand Prix after managing his tyres expertly, and he picked up a 4th place at the Styrian Grand Prix. A really good weekend, a really good month of results for Sergio, where he picked up his 2nd Formula 1 Grand Prix victory. And that bags him 3rd place in this month's vote. But it must be remembered that George Russell was equal with him, and George has done a fantastic job. But Sergio's results were stronger. Of course, he's got stronger machinery, but don't let that take away from what Sergio has performed over the month, and very well deserved 3rd place in this month's vote. In 2nd place is Lando Norris. Lando received 4 votes and actually tied with our top scorer of the month, who I won't reveal yet, but I'm sure you can already guess who it's going to be. Lando was Mr. Consistent through June. He backed up his podium in Monaco with a string of 5th place finishes, finishing 5th in Azerbaijan, 5th in France, and 5th in Styria. But don't let that take away from the achievements of Lando. He generally actually qualified lower than where he finished. He's one of the only, I think he's the only driver to have finished every race higher than he started, up to the point at the end of June. Although, of course, at the Austrian Grand Prix, he started 2nd and finished 3rd. But still a really solid month from Lando, proving, I wouldn't say proving, but reinforcing the point that he is not just outperforming Daniel because he knows the car slightly better. Daniel still hasn't quite got to terms with the McLaren, and Lando is just performing at an extraordinary level. I didn't see this coming, I'll admit. I wasn't quite sure where Lando would end up in the pecking order of things amongst the British drivers, because you've got Lewis Hamilton setting a benchmark. George Russell, what he achieved in the Mercedes in that one-off outing was incredible. But Lando has shown this season that given the opportunity, and in a car that he has got almost complete control over, he is such a dangerous racing driver in terms of what he can achieve. The other competitors need to be super aware of just how good Lando is, and it's been magnificent to watch. I've taken so much heart from watching Lando's rise this season, and he's proving some of those doubters wrong. Those who thought he was going to be steamrolled by Ricciardo, not a chance. Lando is the man at McLaren. And the winner of the June Driver of the Month vote is Max Verstappen. Max scored 51 points over the month of June, and that included a DNF, which would probably have ended up as 25 points. At the time of recording, he has now won 3 races in a row, having won in France, in Styria and in Austria. Max is driving superbly, and it must be said, Lewis Hamilton has a massive challenge. If you didn't know that already, where have you been for the last few years and few races? Max is driving brilliantly, on top of his game, at one with the Red Bull. In a similar way to Lando with the McLaren, Max is just in total harmony with his machine. And the combination of that with any driver is dangerous, because then that means they can access the full potential of the car, which then in turn allows them to access the full potential of themselves, which of course is what this is all about. So 2 wins out of 3 for Max, a fastest lap in France, having to come back and chase down Lewis Hamilton to take the win in the dying laps there. He's showing he's the whole package. If we already knew that he was destined for greatness, but he is just on another level from anybody else at the moment. A worthy winner, and he topples Lando as the reigning champion of the Driver of the Month, and he fully deserves it. Brilliant performance from Max. His 51 points compared with Sergio's 52, or in tandem with Sergio's 52, have given Red Bull a huge advantage over Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. And, well, there's nothing more you can say. That both their drivers are delivering at the moment, and that is a crucial combination at this moment in time in the World Championship. Max Verstappen, the winner of the June Driver of the Month. So there you have it. There's your June Driver of the Month. Winning was Max Verstappen. Second place was Lando Norris, and in third place was actually the top scorer of the entire month in terms of championship points, Sergio Perez. A win for Sergio and 2 wins for Max, while Lando picked up a trio of 5th place finishes. How is July going to fare? Well, Max has already got 1 win on the board, and we head to Silverstone and then to Budapest to finish off the month. And well, this might be a Formula 1 channel, but football might just be coming home in July too. So if you are so inclined and you enjoy a little bit of football, check me out on Twitter, where I share my thoughts and opinions on all things F1, and at the moment Euro 2020 as well, at 5_red_lights on Twitter, and on Instagram. Check me out on there at 5redlights. Remember, kind is king. Be kind to everyone and share that love and care in these difficult times as we come out of the lockdown, hopefully in the UK. Thank you to everyone who voted. Thank you for watching, and I will see you when the 5 red lights go out next time. Bye for now.